Hi, welcome to another episode of the Untitled DIY program here at Brain Thought. I'm Jason. Today I'm going to show you how to build a dice tray. I find there's a lot of games like Formula D and Flashpoint where you have a lot of little game pieces all over the table that need to stay exactly where they are, but when you roll the dice, that doesn't necessarily happen. So with this project, you can take an old picture frame, like the kind you'd find at a thrift store, and convert it into a simple dice tray to roll dice on and leave your game intact. So what we'll need for this project is a picture frame, and I got mine for $1 at Goodwill. Something around 4 inches by 5 inches is perfect. You don't want to go too much larger, and you definitely don't want to go smaller than that. Just make sure that it has kind of a high side around the glass. That's going to act as the bumper for your tray, and it helps keep the dice in. Next, you'll need some felt. I picked my bluish green piece up at a craft store for around $1. The other stuff we'll need is some spray adhesive, some scissors to cut the felt, and you may want a piece of scrap newspaper to spray the adhesive on to protect your table, or you may just want to take that part outside and do it. Also, optionally, you may want a pair of pliers or a screwdriver to pry it with. These last two are for frames where the back is held in with staples nailed into the frame, so you'll use them to pry open the picture's backing. We'll start by doing just that with this frame and open the backing. Now, this one, as you can see, has the staples holding the back on, but this one's pretty easy to just pry open with my thumb. Next, we'll remove the backing, picture, and the glass, taking everything else and being sure not to cut yourself with the glass or damage it and get pieces of glass everywhere. You'll want to take the glass and just dispose of it carefully. Now we're going to take the backing and measure out the rough shape of the backing with the felt. Once we get the size, we'll want to cut the felt to just slightly larger than the backing. Maybe an 1/8 inch overhang. That way we have some wiggle room if the lines aren't perfectly straight. Now we're going to take the spray adhesive and coat the back panel piece from the frame with a nice layer of glue. And we'll line the felt up with the backing and press it down, attaching it. I like to try and align mine to the middle and smooth it out to the sides, as it seems to make it easier to work out any bubbles in the felt and give us a nice smooth adherence. Alright, now that we've got that, we just take the backing and the felt side up and we stick that back into the frame. Now I'm also going to take the picture mat that was in the original picture and just to give some extra structure to the backing. If you find that yours is too weak, you can also use a bit of cardboard just cut to size along the back. And that's going to firm up the dice tray area. Finally, I push the staples back to affix the backing and we're done. Optionally, if you want to, you could paint the frame while you have it disassembled and make it any color you like, but I like mine with the battered wood finished, so I just left it. So that's it for making a DIY dice tray out of a picture frame. If you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and click like and subscribe. Comment in the doobly-doo. Future episodes, if there's enough interest, we'll do dice towers. And I hope to hear from you, and we'll see you then. Oh, and special thanks to Whitney over at No Drinking in the Library. She gave us a shout out last month, so link here and also in the doobly-doo. So go check that out. It's a good show.